Hello, good morning dear students. In this video I am going to explain the poem Wind. The poem Wind written by the poet Subramaniam Bharati. This poem is from your book Beehive. So let's see a brief description about the poet. You can see it's given, dear children, Chinnaswamy Subramaniam Bharati, who is also known as Bhartiyar. He was a Tamil writer, poet, journalist, Indian independence activist, social reformer, and a polyglot. You know the meaning of polyglot? Polyglot meaning knowing or using several languages. Okay children, he was popularly known as Mahakavi Bharati and he was a pioneer. Pioneer means to be the first of modern Tamil poetry and is considered one of the greatest Tamil literary figures of all time. Now children, the poem which we are going to read, we know it is written by Subramaniam Bharati. But this poem is translated from Tamil by A.K. Ramanujam. Actually, this poem is written in Tamil, but it is translated from Tamil by A.K. Ramanujam. Now, children, who is A.K. Ramanujam? A.K. Ramanujam is a Kannada and English poet, especially well known for his translation of classic and modern poetry. Now see, before starting this poem, see at the top it is given, the wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? So I am going to give a brief description of the wind first. So let's see the brief introduction of the poem. We all know that children, wind is a natural phenomena. Natural phenomena means it is a fact, it is a situation. Okay, that is observed to exist or happen. So it's a natural fact, it is a natural situation. In this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described and the poet says that the wind is destructive. He has connected the destructive power of wind to the adversities of life. Adversities meaning all the challenges, all the difficulties of our life. So see, the destructive power of wind is linked to the adversities, challenges of life. The poet says that the weak people break down. They become weak and break down. But stronger people emerge out of difficulties. They become stronger. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life. A weak person breaks down like a weak building and crumbles. Crumbles means falls. So, see in the line, what should we do then? How can we make friends with this wind? So, dear children, we must make these destructive forces. Which destructive forces? The wind. Okay, the wind. So, we have to make these destructive forces our friends. How? With our strength and determination. So, what should we do to make friends with the wind, children? We have to be strong. Okay, we should make strong houses with firm doors. We should also make ourselves physically and mentally strong by building strong, firm bodies and so steadfast, so reliable and so dependable also. So children, now I am going to start to explain the poem. Let's see the poem here given. Wind. See children, wind has been personified. When the poet says you are, you can see the lines given, you tore, you brought, you are. So Everywhere it is given you and you. So the poet has personified. Personification. He has personified. The poetic device used here is personification. He has personified. He is referring to wind as you. It means he is treating wind as a person, as a living being. And children, wind also symbolizes problems and obstacles, the difficulties, the adversities that we all face and go through at some point time in our lives. So see how the wind is personified like a human being, and this wind is being symbolized to the problems and obstacles that we face in our life. Okay children, now I am going to begin the explanation of the poem. So see here from lines 1 to 8. Given, wind comes softly, don't break the shutters of the window. You can see here, the poet is talking to the wind. Why? Actually, the poet asks the wind, come softly. Okay, the poet appeals to the wind to be gentle. He asks the wind to come softly. So he is saying that the wind should not be very strong or loud. It should be soft and subtle. Subtle meaning not very strong or bright. The poet appeals the wind to blow gently, to blow softly. It must be subtle. The poet also says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of windows. You can see the lines. Not only the shutters of windows, and scatters the papers. Scatter meaning it spreads. What do you mean by shutter, children? Shutter means a pair of hinged panels fixed inside or outside a window that can be closed for security or privacy. Okay, so and scatter means throw in different directions. It spreads here and there. So the wind should not be so strong. It must not be so powerful that it causes destruction. And the wind has caused destruction because the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of windows and scatters the papers. When the wind is very, very powerful, violent, all the books which are kept on the shelf fall down. You can see even the books too kept on the shelf on which the books are kept. So all the books fall from the shelf. Why? Because of the violent and powerful wind. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind. Not only that, the poet even says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. You can see the word given you here. So the poet tells the wind to see, to look down at all those destruction that it had done. What has the wind done? The wind has broken the shutters of the windows, scattered the papers, thrown the books, and not only that, it has even torn the pages of the books. You can see tore is the past tense of which verb? Tear. Okay, it is the past tense of tear. So it has even torn the pages of the books. You know children why? Now let's see. Whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, for that the word it is given weaklings. What do you mean by weaklings? Meaning too weak to face any problems. Too weak. Okay. So all the things that are weak, very weak like a small plants, the tiny small children, etc., they all get scared, they are all afraid, and they can even fall also and get hurt. So we can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to wind as a young child. So when the wind blows softly, the soft blowing of the wind is compared to the initial part of the poem to a young child. The soft blowing is referred to a young child, and the same wind, the poet says that it should come softly, just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive, just like a youth, just like a young man, a young person, a young boy or a young girl, a young person, young man who is full of energy, violence and destruction. The wind also in the later part is violent, is powerful, and causes lot of destruction. But when it was blowing softly, gently, then it is referred to what? Like a small child. But in the later part, it becomes violent and more powerful. You can see in this line, the poet then the poet starts charging. He is accusing the wind for bringing in more rain, because a strong wind is followed by rain. So the poet accuses the wind of bringing in more rain. Why? Because the rainwater can cause further damage to the mess in the room. What do you mean by mess? Mess means a dirty or untidy state of things. So already there are so many things scattered in the room. Even the papers, even the books, everything is scattered in his room. So the rain has caused further damage to all the things in the room, as the rain enters the room through the broken shutters. The strong and gusty wind, gusty meaning occurring by sudden burst or outburst. So the gusty wind signifies turmoil and trouble in our life. Turmoil means all the disturbances and trouble in our life. So see what the strong and gusty wind signifies. All those strong and gusty wind signifies the adversities, the challenges, the difficulties, the troubles that come in our life. So last line you can also say, the poet is trying to say that the wind even poking fun. Poking fun means teasing someone at weaklings. So the wind is trying to cause more damages to all the weaklings, to the weak things. That's why I have differentiated between a young child and a what? And a young boy. Soft and then more powerful. In the initial stage, when the wind is soft, it is referred to like a small child, and when the same wind in the later part becomes more powerful, violent and destructive. So children, what the poet expects from everybody? The poet advises to build strong houses fixed with strong doors, isn't it? Not only that, on the other hand, the poet says that the strong can stand and face all hurdles or problems with strength, whereas the weaklings, the wind, on the lookout to exploit our weakness. So that's all children. The next lines will be explained in the next video. Till then children, bye to all. Thank you.